Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I was going through Alicia's recent restock video that she was doing. I wasn't going to watch it, but someone had commented on my last video that I did about her food haul, food stock, because I felt like she did almost the same thing not too long ago. The only difference, and I'm saying this now that I've watched the most recent one, I feel like the only difference is she didn't think about it beforehand, that like she didn't clean out the fridges. She probably didn't go through some of the stuff in the pantries before she decided to make a long video about it. So I think she like cut it short. And then in this one, it's almost like she was more prepared. She had a lot of the refrigerators and freezers kind of cleaned up. But even in this most recent one, guys, it takes her so long to put away all the groceries. And I'm like, what is taking you so long? Usually you'll do a laundry video that's 6 hours long, but she's not capable of putting away all those groceries like in at least a day. Like, I think it took her more than a day to put all that shit away. The only thing I can think of is that there was things in those bags she didn't want people to see.
Vlog, we're going to go put the groceries away. I'll show you how we organize our pantries and our fridge freezers. So I brought in all the groceries. I put the milks and some stuff away right away, like the meats. Now the rest I got to put away. We have 4 fridge freezers on this side, and then we have the pantry shelves on this side. Yeah, we are having chili cheese dogs for dinner. And then I find like every week I go through and like reorganize all of this. Like, look at, it's like a half-eaten container of, what's that? Basket. This is something in foster care and kids who are adopted from foster care. It's a basket of food that they can eat at all times. Kids like this tend to have overeating issues since they were neglected of food early on in life. They want to eat and eat and eat. They will eat until a point they throw up, if allowed. So it's very common for foster families to set out a yes basket. This is food that they can eat at any time. So here's ours. It's technically not a basket. It is 4 fruit bowls. I go to the store every other day to replenish this, and they can help themselves to any of this fruit at any time. Why?
So I wanted to add that TikTok video in there. She made it, I think, sometime in 2020, 2021. She still to this day swears that she uses the Yes Bowls, but we know that the children in her home have free range of all the snacks, all the cereal they can eat. So why would they want a piece of fruit? So one of the problems with this restock video that she did is she keeps like cutting it and preparing dinner, and then she cuts it and she drives a kid somewhere. I understand that it's a lot of groceries to put away, but I've never seen her take so long to do anything, which is really weird. She eventually has a child come into the garage and help her put some of the groceries away, but I don't even think she was able to do it in that day that she made the video. I don't know. I'm super confused because, like I said, it looked like she had tried to make a vlog of like a restock vlog, but she wasn't prepared enough. So this is almost like her take 2, and she's trying to redeem herself with this one. She's trying to show that there's not a bunch of rotten and expired food. She's trying to make it seem like, yes, we go through all this stuff. Look how bare it is. This is why I'm filling it up. But you know damn well that she went out there and cleaned everything out. And again, right here, using the kinship boy, she always has to have him in one of her videos. And then here she says something really funny.
Doing what you told me. I'm putting the new ones in the back.
Alicia's followers are like 12 years old. So it just shows that Alicia has kind of the same mentality if she didn't know to do that. I wanted to slow it down at this part because there's a lot of adult beverages in that refrigerator. And for one, she had already said she had stopped drinking, which I don't really believe. Of course, yeah, they could be Josh's, but I don't think Josh is drinking like that flavored stuff. He's more of like a beer drinker. But number two, she has already said that some of her children suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome. And she's also stated that she's had to hide like her White Claws and other adult beverages in her room because they come up missing. But here she is having it, not locked up, not hidden. Not that she should really have to, but she's already stated that it was a problem. So it's like, why is it still in your fridge then? Especially with kids that you say are very, susceptible to addiction. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's not very responsible of her. And yes, like I understand in my household, like we don't drink. We're not against it or anything. We're just not drinkers. But, if we have people come over, we might buy some drinks and keep it in the fridge. And some people just do it because some of their friends and families members, might drink. So they kind of have alcohol in the fridge. And I don't know. It's hard to say like, oh, this family in particular should never have any alcohol in their house because of it. But I just feel like, even families that don't have issues with alcohol, they're not worried about it. They still have it locked up.
That other one. Dash just told me there's nothing to eat. So yes, even my kids.
I don't know. Normally when my child says there's nothing to eat, she means like there's nothing good to eat. There's nothing that looks appetizing to her. So for someone that has so much damn food in the house and none of it seems to be appealing to that child, for them to say there's nothing to eat, maybe you should start changing some of the stuff you buy to things that that particular child likes. I know you pick out special foods for some kids. I guess I can make 1,000 excuses for why her son would say that. But I guess like what I'm trying to say is maybe he's just sick of the same stuff you're buying all the time. So yes, a child, their way of expressing that would be like, there's nothing to eat, meaning I'm sick of that. I don't want that. Like, I'm tired of that. We had that yesterday. I already, do you know what I mean? She's also making like dinner. She cuts out and she'll go in the kitchen and start preparing dinner. I mean, it could be that he's just getting hungry and he wants her to come inside and finish the dinner. I don't know, but I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I kind of slowed this down a little bit to show you this thing about the carrots. Look, like she had bought a new pack, but then she acts surprised that she still had almost like a full bag left. That's her overbuying, right? She's got more eggs in there. She ends up putting like one of those big old cases of like 50 or 70 eggs. I don't know how many are in one of those big boxes, but there's also an issue with like the celery. She bought a whole big old bag of celery again, but she had some in there already. And I guess produce like this, you don't need to buy such mass quantities because it goes bad so quickly. But look at these milks from McDonald's. She has bags and bags. And she looks surprised, but it's like, yes, of course you forgot about them, Alicia. There's no telling how long they've been in that fridge. And she's like, oh, I'm going to have the kids drink these. Bullshit. No, you're not. You're going to throw them out. That's why you just tossed them on the ground. She must have forgot about look, and all those chocolate milks. Like, bags, guys. And these are from McDonald's. So it makes you wonder, like, damn, how often is your family eating McDonald's? And yes, I know, like, there's 12 in an order. I know there's a lot of people, but they're not drinking that shit. Just like they're not eating a lot of that shit. Like, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what else you guys need to see what she's doing to understand that she's lying. And look, so she bought more grapes, but I think she even pulls out, look, she already had a bag of grapes. She bought 2 more bags of grapes. But see, she's doing the right thing. She's putting the new stuff behind the old stuff. But anyone, like, I'm a big produce and fruit buyer. And I know that, like, the stuff goes bad really quickly. And she's already stated that during the week, even after her big hauls, she still goes back to, like, Wegmans and Walmart and picks up, like, a head of lettuce or things like that. So there's no reason why she has to overbuy so much. Look I think she's trying to hide it. Look, she kind of like, she puts it down there because she bought another pack of celery when she didn't need the celery in the first place. She didn't need more celery. And I want to say those salads, that's a Costco salad. So that's still in, like, more carrots. So she still has a Costco salad. That's not good. It's not good still. She went a couple weeks ago to Costco. It's just like she knows there's too much. And look how she always buys those big things of peppers. Look, she has single peppers. But she's used to buy like those, the bags of like the 4 or 6 peppers. And this is why I think it's taking her so long to go through all these bags, and she won't do it in front of the camera. She's being very secretive, and she's only picking out what she wants to out of these grocery bags. And then when the camera's turned off, she's like, "Oh gosh, look at all those peppers. There's no way she's going to use all those before they go bad." And like, this is the problem I have with Alicia. Watch how sneaky she is. She already put that big bundle of peppers in the fridge. Look what she's putting in now. And she's trying to do it sneaky, but I slowed it down. Look. How much bell peppers does this woman need? She already put like 10 or 15. Look, another. So there's probably about 30 bell peppers now in her fridge. And she knows, like I have it on slow-mo, but when she's doing it in, on regular speed, there's another thing. Look, there's the celery. There was already a big thing of celery that she tried to hide, and she's putting it on the top shelf. She put the older one down there underneath all that lettuce down there. She's trying to be sneaky. Like, look, there it is. Look, 2, but so now she has 3 bundles of celery. For the week, guys. For the week. She does this every week, whether she has 2 bundles, 4 bundles, 5 bundles, she's still going to buy more. But this isn't like canned food, right? This is vegetables. I mean, they're only good for a week.
Produce fridge is good, and eggs. Okay, so at this point, everything perishable has been put away. I don't like to leave like mid-project.
Now, I have cut down this video a lot, which should say a lot to how long this restock video was. She's not even anywhere near being finished, and I don't think she finishes it. I could be wrong, but damn, it's taken her a long time.
I'm gonna use up this before I open a new bag of anything. We have combined both of these. Like why? Like why do we have 2 open things? Okay, dinner's done. Chili cheese dog bar, Caesar salad, and applesauce. Okay, once I get the garage food storage all put away, I still have to do the inside, but I like to vacuum this carpet because it gets all gross from.
Okay, so she did actually finish. That's right, because then she starts the vacuum. So not only does she make her followers watch her restock food for 3 hours. No, it wasn't really that long, but it seemed that long. And then she's going to make her followers watch her vacuum her garage.
Okay, the other day got away from me, but I did want to show you what everything looks like once it's put away for the week. Now some of it's been eaten up.
Okay, so that's what happened. It took her so damn long to put all the groceries away. She had to film her outro like a couple days later. So now she's showing what it looks like. It looks the same as the last like 5 restock and shopping videos she did. Nothing looks any different. It's the same food in the same spots. And then she had the nerve to say, some of it's been eaten through. Well, no shit. That's what you guys are supposed to do, is eat the food that you buy. The best part coming up is her Q&A, where she answers questions. And that's what, I guess, prompted me to make this video, is the answers she gave for why she buys so much food.
And now I thought I'd sit for a minute and answer the frequently asked questions on my last restock vlog. Question 1, why do we have so much stuff? Okay, this is kind of gonna be a long explanation. So yeah, we have a ton of food storage. During the pandemic, food was scarce. There was food limits. It was tough. Like, Josh and I would both go to multiple stores a day just to get 1 day's worth of food. Like, because the limit was 4 pieces of chicken and 2 cans or 1 can of fruit, whatever it was.
So it sounds like a honest, wholesome answer, right? Well, you know me, I had to go back into her TikToks during quarantine and see if she had any shopping videos during that time, 2020, 2021, maybe 2022, maybe not so much. And this is what I found. These are videos from her TikTok from 2020 and 2021.
Grocery shopping for our family of 12. I'm at the store every day or every other day, and I inevitably get home and forget something. Grocery
I'm broke. I said, man alive, it ain't no joke. Lord knows my wallet's getting pretty thin. Well, I'm broke. I got just enough for snuff and smoke, 'cause I'm broke.
Our family easily eats 10 pieces of chicken and 4 cans of fruit, like in one meal. So to feed all of us for the whole day, it was stressful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was stressful. Not only that, compounded with that, we are parenting, over half of our children have come from the foster care system. They have a history of trauma and neglect, and many of them have the neglect factor of not having food. Basically, as babies, they did not have food, they were starved. That has created a food insecurity in them that even though they have lived here for years, that instinct does not get healed overnight. That is like a deep down fear in them that they won't have food again. During the pandemic, when we were scraping together to get enough food every day.
I know the pandemic was hard for a lot of people, but I think Alicia's using this as an excuse for the food she buys because she won't admit that it's for her content. If she would just admit that and then maybe donate some of the food, people wouldn't mind so much.
It really triggered their food insecurity. There was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of behaviors. It was really a difficult time for them. They were worried. They were worried about food. And we tried our best to assure them that there was going to be enough food. We would make it a way to get enough food, etc., etc. We got through. The food scarcity left for the most part. But ever since then, I decided that I was always going to have enough food so that that didn't happen again. Just in case. I don't want them to ever feel or worry that there's not going to be food for them. So we created the garage pantry and we kind of restock that, like it's like a little store, right? We restock whatever we use that week. So do I have a zillion cans of canned fruit or canned oranges? Yes, I do. For a reason. And when I use 4 cans, I'm gonna buy 4 more cans. If that makes sense. I guess it's hard to explain and kind of hard to grasp if you don't understand food insecurity and you don't understand that aspect of trauma and neglect. So it's just something that I feel we need to do for our kids' stability and sense of safety.
Okay, so I think the shopping TikTok videos from 2020, 2021 kind of speak for themselves. She's lying yet again. And she's also using the children again. She's using their trauma and neglect and their food insecurities as an excuse to why she buys so much food. She's never going to admit that she may have a problem. And even though she knows herself that she has a problem, but she's unwilling to change that because her ego is so high. She much rather look like a saint, like a savior, the white savior complex, than to say, wow, I might have been overdoing it. Maybe I can do a shopping trip and donate it to the local food banks, which brings up what I had posted alongside her videos when she was talking. The first one was all the food banks that Rochester had during the pandemic. And people were able to go once a week and get the groceries they needed for their family. And there was no cutoff for how many people were in your family. They gave you enough food to feed those people. The next article I had put up was recently. It was recently an article from Rochester, New York, that they're asking, where is all the food donors? They said during the pandemic, so many people were so willing to donate food and things like that to their food banks, and that's how they were able to help people. They said now, like, they understand the increase in food prices, but they said there's no donations coming in, like it's way down. So there's with the rise in cost in eggs and dairy and meats. And so I'm like, wow, Alicia, this is going on in your own backyard and you can't even donate some of that food to your local food banks. And like they said in there, they're like, please don't donate anything you wouldn't eat yourself and you wouldn't feed your family. Well, hey, she donated 200 soggy sandwiches. I doubt she and her family would eat those. So to Alicia, it's like, for my peasants, I'll make you sandwiches, courtesy of Alicia Doherty. I'm not going to donate any of my perishable items just in case this happens to me again. And it's her selfishness. She, I think, would redeem herself so much to everybody if she would just either tone it down a bit or do something good. Because whether, you guys, or whether her followers like to believe it or not, she is a influencer. She is a public figure. And so we can comment on the things that she's doing. We can criticize her. And no, it's not jealousy. I am not jealous of her having 12 kids. I am not jealous of anything at all. Trust me. So yeah, I'm not going to post the rest of what she said in that video because it's just more lies. People are asking about how she rotates out and gets rid of things that have expired. She's like, oh, Nana and Papa do that. She puts it on them because she doesn't want to say, well, I just go through and throw shit in a big ass trash bag and throw it out, So she's like, oh, Nana and Papa do that. I don't know anything about that. Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't. So that's going to be it. I had went down a rabbit hole on TikTok when I was trying to find some shopping videos, and I found some other disturbing videos that I actually never seen before. So I'm going to do a part two, sort of a part two. I'm going to do another video of all those TikTok videos I saved, and I want to post them. I just think it would be too long if I added it to this video. So I'm not going to do that because I already feel like I've been talking your guys' ear off this whole time. So thanks for sticking with me through this. As always, you guys, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Thanks so much for sticking with me today during this long rant of mine. Until next time, bye.